had some great meetings with city officials set up. We have gone and participated in a netbook handout and training session so that we can learn more about this issue of the digital divide, which has come up frequently in our conversations, and so that we can understand it and try to build tools that are sort of that can be used by people without the most advanced software or connectivity. We have reached out and partnered with local universities and institutions, and we've also met some of the really great sort of catalyst spaces like Independence Hall, Seed Philly, spaces where people from these different communities are starting to come together and collaborate. We visited lots of places, attended tons of events. I think something striking is just how wonderfully the city has opened its arms to us. And then we started inviting people to come work on a Saturday at this thing called a hackathon. So a hackathon traditionally is where developers and designers come together and build apps in the course of one day. They start off the morning pitching ideas, and then split into teams, and then start writing code, and demos and beer follow at 5:30. So we decided to host a Civic Hackathon last Saturday, where we specifically wanted to bring together the city community and the developer community. And the best way to get to know people is to work with them, right? So we brought those people, those two groups together, sort of made them shape into teams, and at the end of the day, we had over 50 participants. We had 12 city officials and community organizations represented, a host of ideas, and 6 applications built. We can pass around the link to a page where you can check them all out later. But some of the tools that were built were something called lobbying.ph, where you can now see the streams of lobbying funding and people all connected, both in chart form and also in these really neat visualizations. A tool that lets you find all of the places to access free internet in the city. And another tool that takes the statistics of urban life, especially affecting African American males. This was inspired by a woman who's the head of the Mayor's Commission on African American males, taking stats such as unemployment or poverty rates or violent crime victims, and applying them to your Facebook friends so that it sort of drives home a point about these statistics making them come to life. So this hackathon was kind of a great semi-finale to our month here, and it's just one example of what we can do when you put people from different backgrounds and avenues in the same room, and they can merge the domain knowledge with the technical expertise. So throughout the course of the month, as we've gone through our meetings, one of the big things that Code for America does, in addition to building tools, is try to spark a little bit of culture change. So, why write a requisition, a 13-page PDF for a $2 million software app when Google Sites can do something, 90% of what you're asking for? So some of what we've been trying to do during our meetings is demo existing software, particularly free software, free as in cost and also free as an open source, for city departments, officials, and groups to get their message out more. We're finding that there's this sort of substrate of not necessarily people in positions of power, but people in positions of autonomy who actually care about making the city better, who don't like bureaucracy, and want to use these tools to communicate with citizens. So these are some of the example projects. One example is a pilot program to use SMS for citizen feedback in the city's new district plans. Another example is setting up WordPress in conjunction with the City Department of Technology so that departments who want to can publish meeting notes, can publish information, PDFs, reach a wider audience for free. Coordinating the public release of data, and in this case it was a police sector GIS information. So that's just what we've been trying to do while we've been trying to learn as much as we can about the city of Philadelphia, and then Liz now is going to talk about what we've learned.